Works out. Now, in the spirit of those who shared their maize with the Pilgrims on the first Thanksgiving, today Trump signed an executive order to combat violence against Native Americans, and he complimented one of the attendees on their name.
We have a man whose name I want to use. I maybe have to change my name because I love this name. Alvin A.J. Not Afraid, chairman of the Crow Nation. I love this name. Is that true? You're not afraid? Are you not afraid of anything?
Really? You're not afraid? You're not afraid of anything? Not even stairs? Or Bette Midler? Not afraid of anything?
Of course, the one thing Trump is afraid of is impeachment. And I'll give you the latest on that in tonight's Don and the Giant Impeach.
Somebody said something that could have been a little bit wrong.
Now, it looks like the impeachment inquiry may be wrapping up because yesterday, committee chair Adam Schiff sent a letter to members of the House announcing that the impeachment committee's report will be finished soon after Congress returns from the Thanksgiving recess, just in time for the Christmas season. In fact, I've already got my impeachment advent calendar. It's so exciting. The entire month of December, it's so exciting. There you go. Okay, every day has got all the doors here, and every day you open a door and you get a piece of candy. Let's get the first piece right now. There you go. Okay. Oh, what's this? Just a little note in there. Hold on 1 second. You'll get your candy, but I would like you to do us a favor, though. It's a long walk, but it's a lovely view. I'm surprised the Schiff ended it so quickly. This is the biggest congressional hearing in a generation. It's an event. It's quid pro Coachella. And the headliners haven't even played yet. The Mick Mulvaney Experience, Mike Pompeo Speedwagon, and Mike Pence, a.k.a. Whitesnake. Up until this moment, Trump has blocked testimony by any of these aides, but all those guys might have to testify now thanks to a ruling involving former White House counsel and America's angry first husband, Don McGahn. Congress has subpoenaed McGahn to testify about Trump's efforts to obstruct the Mueller investigation. Trump blocked it, and Congress sued. Well, yesterday, a federal judge ruled that McGahn must testify before House impeachment investigators. Don McGahn, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Prez is Wrong. Now, the president's lawyers argued that senior-level aides like McGahn are immune from testifying because they count as the president's alter egos. Wait a second. Trump has alter egos? What did he do? Did he Horcrux himself?
Okay, I'm gonna hide parts of my soul in objects that are precious to me. Somebody get me a bucket of chicken, okay? I'm gonna make a Horcrux.
Here's the deal. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson explicitly rejected that logic, writing, "Presidents are not kings." True. Very true. But
that leaves it out right there. Come on, Ketanji.
I will say Eric Trump does look royal family inbred. My bones are like Twizzlers. But Trump's not worried. This morning he tweeted,
"The DC wolves and fake news media are reading far too much into people being forced by courts to testify before Congress. I am fighting for future presidents and the office of the president. Other than that, I would actually like people to testify. It's so true, I would like nothing more than for Rudy Giuliani to testify before Congress, accompanied by his legal counsel, a 2-liter box of Franzia."
Now, Trump's gotten a lot of criticism this week for pardoning a Navy SEAL convicted of a war crime. But this morning, he fired back on Twitter,
"I will always protect our great war fighters."
War fighters? Nobody calls them that. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the generic video game your grandmother buys when you ask for Call of Duty.
It was in a $3 bin outside of Joann Fabrics. It's only playable on the Nintendo Cube. Isn't that what you have?
But Trump may have another motive besides standing up for the war fighters, because today, news leaked that Trump has told allies he wants these absolved war criminals to campaign for him. Sure, campaigning with war criminals is an American tradition. That's why Nixon stumped in Iowa with Colonel Kurtz. Nixon 72, the horror, the horror. We've got a great show for you tonight.